Mass shootings, domestic terrorism, and chaos seem to reign supreme on the news. Tonight, one local FBI agent tells us there's something much more sinister going on, and it could even be happening in your own home.
In 2025, games like Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft are a way for kids to stay busy, stay inside, and safe from the outside world.
Hey, it's a child's game. It's meant for kids between 6 and 12. They're online. They're not on the corner. They're not out there getting in trouble.
But if your kids have access to online games, they may be chatting with domestic terrorists and not even realize it.
9 out of 10 chats are football related, but then there's that one that's, hey, I'm upset at the world, or hey, have you heard about this, or have you seen this? And then not slowly, more quickly, it's less about football or whatever brought you there and more about the ideology.
Kids right here in Central Illinois are first exposed to subtle, maybe subliminal messages, then are moved to a different instant messaging platform and are exposed to extremely violent, dehumanizing videos and ideas.
I mean, locally, right here in Central Illinois, we've spoken to children and teenagers where they're like, yeah, I waited for my parents to go to bed around 10 or 11. I got up. I'd be on these forums until 5 a.m. We've been hardline investigating this for the last year, almost to the day right now, this field office specifically.
Special Agent Jake Griffin is passionate about getting to as many victims or suspects as possible before it's too late.
Doesn't matter if it's a really populous town or city like Springfield, or if it's just really small, maybe just 1,000 people. We've been going out and we will have victims or suspects in these groups that are between the ages of 13, 17, but I mean, it could be as young as 6 to 8 that they're being recruited into these groups online.
And now that we've established how they reel them in, you might be wondering, what do they want?
Hey, go out and conduct a mass shooting. Go out and burn down this building. Lower end, go out and do graffiti, what have you.
And for everyone saying, not my kid, you could be wrong. Many kids or teens who have fallen victim to these online groups say there are people that we're chatting with who took an interest in their lives and knew how to make them feel important.
We've interviewed a lot of juvenile victim subjects that have been in these groups, and they've said, yeah, I didn't leave, even though it would have been as easy as just deleting the app, leaving the channel, what have you, because I had a fear of missing out. Or these are my friends now.
Kids looking for a personal connection, parents with busy lives, left feeling helpless to save their children.
Thinking of one father individual, works 2 jobs. When we went to his house, we spoke with his son admits to all this stuff, into some really heavy stuff, and very close to mobilization to commit an act. The father kind of started crying. He said, I do everything. I've got food, what else can I do?
All of the games you saw tonight have parental controls, protecting your kids from becoming a victim of nihilistic ideology. The FBI warning people these groups get to kids through online gaming and forums. A local agent shares how to recognize your child might be a target and how to stop it.
Parents won't be suspected of it because either they don't know there's a chatting application to that, or they think it's a child's game.
Games that can target kids as young as 6 years old. You might think they're chatting with their friends from school, but that might not be the case.
You can chat with others on these game platforms, and they'll start to chat with them, they'll friend up a child, and then they'll move them to another chatting application. Doesn't really matter what the chatting application online forum is, as long as it's a IM type system, where they'll start to heavily expose them to the ideology.
If you're wondering how to stop these predators from getting their hooks into your child, looking over your kid's shoulder may not be enough.
Monitor who your child's actually talking to, not just what's going on, but their activity. Some kind of behavioral changes we see when these children are in these groups. The number one thing that we'll see immediately is just a drastic change in online activity, because they have that fear of missing out, because they don't want to miss anything on these. We've had juvenile victim subjects where they've had fights because parents want them to put down their phone or electronic device for dinner just for 30 minutes, and they'll lose it because they don't want to be away.
Taking away devices may not be effective either.
I've seen people where they say, well, I'm going to take that phone away, or I'm going to take away that laptop. It's very easy to get devices that will connect to the internet. A lot of these chatting forums will connect to different devices that you don't even know about. I'm hesitant to just say take all electronics away, but hey, check in.
But as important as devices have become in our lives, the FBI says it's important for your kids to spend plenty of time in the real world.
We've seen a huge increase of people getting better when they start to meet with their peers in person. I'd encourage you to enroll your child in some type of group. It doesn't have to be sports, but just something that gets them in person with people their age so they don't feel like they need to gravitate towards those online groups.
You might remember this public service announcement from the 80s.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I think the modern version of that should be, it's 10 p.m. Do you know who your child is chatting with?
If you think your child is involved or caught up in one of these groups, you can contact the FBI for help.